Generic greetings, and welcome back to Prison Architect once again. In the previous episode, more prisoners. We have a total prisoner count of 88 out of a maximum of 90. Obviously, that's going to be increased when we get this cell block done in this episode, but overall, we're doing quite well. In terms of grading, just to double check, we have a 9% reoffending rate with a total of 18 prisoners being released. Punishment is very high at 9. We have a low reform 1, security very high at 3, and then health at -1. I don't know how you get health up any further. Maybe it's more of the psychology stuff. I know that would probably be in the reform level. Maybe more food, something like that. I don't know. Either way, as you can see, it's sleep time, so we're going to do a shakedown. A lot of people have been a little bit dismayed by the fact that we are doing shakedown pretty much every day, but I think it's worth it because of the amount of tunnels that could be dug each night, so I think it's worth it. Anyway, we'll speed up to max speed, and we're going to do a couple of odd jobs. Firstly, we need to go over to our utilities and then to the hot water pipe and actually put some hot water in here, which I've been forgetting to do for quite some time. There's been a comment a couple of episodes ago. So that's now in. Well, there's also a lot of people mentioning this area here, where we have, let's have a quick look. This is set as staff only, as you can see. Now, there was a problem, or there is a problem, where what happens is people come in and they will go into visitation and round, because that just seems to be the best course of action. It's the shorter route, apparently. I think it's about the same, personally. But either way, we're going to set the visitation to access only, so the only reason to go into visitation is if they really need to be there. What we'll also be doing this episode is pretty much finishing the prison off. We need to put in all of the flooring, we need to put in the automatic door openers, and just generally finish this thing off. In terms of expansion, I really want to know later on, hang on, where we go from here, but let's just see, where's this death happened? It's happened in there. Wow, okay. This is John Fairbairn, prisoner number 755847, 10 years for robbery, and apparently he is a snitch and quick. And Stokel, but snitch mainly, got him killed there. That was done very, very quickly. I don't know who managed to do that. It will tell me. I'm going to stop the shakedown because there's just no way we can finish it today. Let's just have a quick look at our informants, and we can see we've got lots of gang members, volatile, nothing that really jumps out at us there. 6 red gang members, 3 green and 3 blue. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, so where do we go from here? I reckon we get some more prisoners, we get this finished off here, that'll give us enough money to then finish the rest off, and then that's probably our best course of action. So over to quick build and then clone 2, and what we'll do is clone all of the bottom cells first because, well, we can, and we will then go ahead and do the top ones. And actually, do we need to put them all in now? Yeah, we might as well. We don't need to, but we can do, is what I meant to say. There we go, and then finally this bit here, and it all fits in quite nicely. Obviously, that's going to take a bit of time. Oh, look, that's all right. I think the cash flow thing's going right off the charts. It almost went off the bottom of the screen. So anyway, they're all going to come in. As you can see, they're all using the phone booths. We do have a phone tap. There you go. There's our door control system, which we've got placed, but we don't yet have any automatic door openers. So let's resolverate that in a moment once they've finished this off. Although, I think it might be a priority to get the automatic door openers first, because it means that then we will be able to, I think if we've got the automatic door openers here, and in here perhaps, do we want to have them there? Yeah, I think we'll have them in all of these ones as well. So if we have all the automatic door openers here, it means that, and prioritize them, it means that the workmen will, well, essentially work better and faster, stronger, etc. There's that one there, and we'll also have one there. Now, I don't think we really need it, but because all the people that come down here have keys. Although if a janitor needs to come along, it needs to wait as well. So we might as well prioritize these. So we'll prioritize all of that, which will be built very shortly, and obviously then we'll go at normal speed over to the utilities and then connections. And obviously we need to connect up this thing, our door control system, to that, and then that. Now, are they connected? It looks like they are connected with the electricity cables. Let's have a quick look, because oh no, that is not connected. That's a problem then. So utilities, electrical cable, and then we will obviously run that electrical cable into there. It means we'll have to run an electrical cable to these other ones, which is going to be a bit of a nightmare, but we'll see how it goes. So In terms of the supply, remember we had a problem before where stuff wasn't getting moved, and we've still got that issue here because, well, essentially we don't have enough workmen to finish building this. But to be honest with you, we've almost finished the prison, so I'm not going to hire any more workmen. It's just not going to happen. There's been a couple of people asking about the programs running, so I'll run through them again. We've got the Foundation Education program and got the warden calling. So, just received a word that the prisoners are unhappy with how much time they have to work during the day and are planning to cause trouble. Okay. Well, I don't really care too much. Okay, whatever. A guard overheard someone say that if they have to work for more than 2 hours, they were going to tear this place apart. I have a choice to make here, don't I? So, reduce the work time is what they're telling me to do. Otherwise, they're going to tear this place apart. Well, let's just do a roll call. I have 52 guards. Included in that 52 guardings is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 snipers, all down this centre bit. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 dogs, and however many armed guards. In fact, you know what's easier to do? This way. We've got 5 armed guards. We've now got 6 armed guards. We have 12 dog handlers and 5 snipers. So, if they want to kick off, oh, by the way, all my guards are armed with body armor and the standard guards got tasers. So if these want to kick off, then, honestly, good luck to them. Like I say, I could make a choice now. I could give in to their demands, although it's not an official demand. I could take this information and go, right, well, we better do what they say. Or we could say, you know what? This is a medium to high risk facility where we are the boss. I'm going to turn on free fire. And if any of these want to start a fight, then good luck to them. This might be a failure state, but honestly, I've never done it this way. I've always given in to this request, this demand. The demand less work. I've normally given in to this. I'm not going to do that. That guy requires lockdown, but he hasn't been taken to lockdown. There we go. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. If they kick off, they'll start, obviously, rioting and things like that, but as I said, I really, really, really don't care too much. I think that we're in charge, and that's how it is. So, we need to get... have we not got a door servo there? We don't have a door servo. We need to get some electricity cables ran, and the best way of doing it, I think, would be doing something like that, and then connecting it up just like so, and then the same on the other side. Now, obviously, this is a big problem. Well, it's not a big problem. It's just a real annoyance rather than anything else, but that's how it is. Do we have a door servo there? We do have a door servo there, so why is that not powered up? It doesn't tell me if it's powered up or not. It's not giving me any error message to say that it is powered up or not, so I think it is not powered up. But no, apparently it is powered up. Yeah, if the door servo is inside, it sometimes doesn't need power. And if it's outside, then it needs direct power. It works a bit like these lights and some of the other stuff that can use a small cable, but it's a bit iffy. Anyway, so we're not giving in to their demands. We're feeding all the prisoners. Obviously, we have armed guards walking around. We have got free fire on now, and we will see what happens. Total of 86 prisoners in a 93 maximum here. Obviously, we are trying to build the cells, but it's going to take some time for the workmen to go around and finish the other stuff off. But obviously, these servos here are now really helping out. So let's just go over to connections, and we will make sure that we have all of these connected. That one isn't built yet. And that one, and then finally that one. So obviously this is a security risk, this thing. If they break into here and then get inside, they then have access to this door control system. They will just punch it and punch it and punch it until it breaks, or whatever they'll, whatever weapon of choice it is. It might be their own head or someone else's head or a shotgun, whatever they pick up. If they break that, then all the doors automatically bolt open, which is suboptimal to say the least. So we need to probably arrange it so that doesn't happen. Well, we have really. This is a security room right next to the armory, and again right next to the kennel. So yeah, good luck to them. Let's speed up to max speed while we crack on here. So it is sleep time. I'm not going to do a shakedown tonight. I'm going to wait a bit. For some reason, there is no access to this part. Blocked. I reckon what's happened is someone's been trapped in here. No? That hasn't happened, so I don't know why it was blocked. Maybe it's just typical prison architect derpiness at times. So back over to connections. Let's just make sure that we have all this connected up. Well, we don't because they're not built yet, so we'll prioritize that, and we'll prioritize that one, so then at least when it's done, we can then connect it up and, you know, the cables we ran later on. In terms of power, as you can see, we're pretty much on the money for power there. We're not going to have much more power requirements. In fact, we don't think we're going to have any because all the lights are in here. If anything, we'll have less because we're putting some more stuff in, so that should be okay. It does say demand less work, reduce work to 2 hours a day or less. Now, obviously, at the moment, that isn't the case. I've just realised that these guys here, look, Curtis and Collins, they've been outside for almost a full day because they came in on the truck, but these, because of the backlog of vehicles, they were just sitting on the truck for ages, but there you go. A total of 119 generic units of currency per day. Credits, so it's not a great amount at all, but obviously we are receiving some prisoners as well. Speaking of prisoners, in terms of what we have, we've got 55 high risk and 38 normal risk. I've obviously done a bit of a goof there. I've kept the max sec open, but it doesn't really matter. I think, oh, actually, I think I did open that max sec for a reason, because we were trying to get the some more gang members. And speaking of gang members, we still don't have, or we do have one more gang member, two more gang members, one green, one blue, but we don't have any leaders or anything like that. There's a special grant completion. That would be the cell block B, D, E, whatever it is. I think it's cell block D, which is increase your prisoner capacity to over 100. And as you can see, yes, that is actually the case. So we'll go over to grants once more, and we'll get cell block D. So it must have been cell block C that we just did. So that gives us a little bit more money, enough to finish the prison off. Essentially, we'll use that to put in the flooring and things like that. So we'll just wait until we get some more people. There we go. We can see they're coming along. Back to intelligence here, over to informants, and we've got some tough, we've got some strong, we've got some gang members. We have not yet got anyone that we need to protect or anything like that, so that's, well, not that we know of anyway. There's some more gang members. Seven red, 6 green, 4 blue now. So, still no leaders, but it's very, very gang heavy, and that won't close for some reason. Close! Close. There we go. So this is almost done. Looks like this is getting finished off. We're just going to go over to utilities, connecting wires, and obviously we want to connect the wires over to the top left and top right sections, and then that's the automatic door opener sorted. And are they finished off here? They're almost finished off there, but we do need to run, for a start, some, well, we could do electrical cables, but I've just realised, as you can see, look, because it's run in the centre, they don't need to go either side. I didn't know that. I thought that it had to be, I thought the cables have to be in the room for it to be connected, but obviously if it's on the boundary, it connects up, so we don't actually need to do that we normally do. But we're going to do it anyway, just for the sake of symmetry, so that everything is totally and utterly correct, because otherwise it will start annoying me. So, let's just finish this off. So this is going to be hot water, cold water, and so forth. It shouldn't take a great amount of time for the workmen to finish it off, because the rest is sort of in anyway. But we'll get it all placed, and then later on in the day we will do a shakedown. Probably in the night, actually. Although we have got 44 hours until it really boots off. That's fine. We're getting 1,520 generic units of currency per day. That will fluctuate based on intake when it comes to things like the where is it? It's not in there. Does it show you? Things like the intake for the shop. The more prisoners you have, the more money you make off the shop, and obviously based on a lot of other things in the prison. Why is there loads of dirt just in the middle there? Yeah, based on a lot of things in the prison, such as the need for, let's have a look, the need for luxuries, narcotics, things like that, it will change. When you do a shakedown, obviously it rips all of them out of their hands, so there'll be a higher need for that. So I think what we're going to do is... Why is there no guards available? That's interesting. Look at that. Oh, it's because most of them will be transferring people. So in terms of guards then, how many do we have? We have 30 guards. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 more guards just to give us a little bit extra there. Actually, we're making less money now. We're not making any money at all. But we still are not up to max capacity. We've still got another 10 prisoners to come here, so that's fine. So we'll finish this shakedown in this night as well, and then we should be okay to crack on with the rest of the building. In terms of building, there's not much more to build. All of this cable is in as far as I can tell, and the automatic door openers are working. In fact, as you can see, the workmen are happily wandering around through here. They are taking all of the stuff. Yeah, look at that. The doors are opening automatically. That's great. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. So this person's going to come up, and yeah, instead of having to wait for someone to open this door, they come straight in. So that's fine. Obviously, the cell doors we still have to open, but the rest of it is pretty much sorted. Halfway through the search now, or rather a third of the way through the search, 206 places searched. So far, we found a school desk. That's wrong. We found a baton. We found a club, 2 units of knife, 1 needle, 3 bottles of medicine, bottle of booze, some poison, 3 packets of cigarettes, 3 cell phones, 3 lighters, 1 screwdriver, 2 drugs, and 3 sets of shears. Which I'm guessing, if we go over to the last 24 hours search, most of it will be flung in. That's been thrown, that's been thrown, that's been thrown, yeah. Look at the amount of time that's spent in the prison. So it was thrown in on the left, it was taken around all over the place, it was traded twice in the kitchen, and then found in here. Apparently this person, whoever is in this cell, apparently really likes contraband. They had loads of stuff in there. It looks like we've had, it's weight pants again, who's almost dead. Look at that. Yeah, they're extremely volatile, and, right, there's a shotgun shell on the floor. That could have actually been a shotgun shell, or it could have been just the taser cartridge, because they are the same thing. We've still got more prisoners, as you can see. They've all turned up there. There's a nice little facing game. There's another gang member, a couple of gang members actually, so we'll just double check a ruse over in the intelligence and then gangs. We can see that we do have 2 red, 1 blue, 1 green gang member. Again, no leaders, lieutenants, or anything else like that, so that's fine. We're still haven't finished this shakedown, but there's the tunnel. I knew we'd get a tunnel eventually, and it was roughly in the same location before as well, so apparently this person really wants to dig out, and we will remove that tunnel. Obviously, we do want to prioritize that as well. We want to make sure that that is a priority removal, because one of the issues we have is that we don't have any solitary. Now, I haven't really experienced any massive problems with having, with not having solitary in this playthrough. However, there is a bit of an issue, and the issue essentially is that you can only punish them with lockdown, but if you get caught escaping, or rather the tunnels are there, I'm going to finish this shakedown because it's just breaking the prison. There's some more tasers going on as well. There you go. Yeah, if you have lockdown as your only punishment, and then the cell is not fit for habitation because there's a tunnel in there, which makes it class as not being inside, so it's not a usable cell. It just means that essentially you can't punish them until you fix it, so you need to prioritize it. But that's the only real issue I've had with not having a solitary area. I would happily, 10 out of 10 would not have solitary again, no problem whatsoever. So, for some reason the staff are still taking their sweet time doing things. I don't know why, but I'm guessing it's to do with over here, with people coming in. Probably. So, in terms of finishing things off, this is now done. This is now all, well, this is put in. We don't need anything else in here. I'm just checking around to see really what else we need to do, and quite honestly, I'm not convinced there's much we need to do. One thing I do want to do, though, that's been bugging me for a while and bugging a lot of people as well, is put a radiator in the infirmary. Obviously, we haven't got any radiators up the top here. This is something we just haven't put in, so in parole, in the laundry, things like that. And it would be nice to have it. But, to be honest with you, it's going to be a bit of work trying to get the trying to get all of these put in here. I don't know if it'll reach, especially, well, it certainly won't reach in this corner here, so we'd have to have another boiler going right across, which is going to be really annoying. So I'm going to make sure that the infirmary has got warmth, as you can see from the temperature chart. There is some general warmth in here, but that's because there was a lot of bodies in there, so that warms it up as far as I'm aware. But we need to make sure the infirmary's got some heat. There you go, you can see it all propagating out now. There you go, it's encroaching on the morgue. That's not something you want, really warm bodies. In fact, you want it the opposite way, you want it cold. Anyway, but we're not going to have this top bit warm, which is why we sometimes have some critical prisoner needs in terms of the warmth. And you can see there's, at the moment, there's satisfied for all of the needs because they are asleep, so they're in their cells. Actually, I'm not going to do a shakedown. What I want to do is, can we search toilets? Nah, it's only going to search the toilet. Oh, well, that's a shame. Anyway, yeah, so as I was saying, the mine's completely gone blank. Yeah, the heating up here. Yeah, we're not going to bother with it. We don't really need it anyway. It's why we have some needs sometimes, but yeah, we're not going to bother with it. Right, okay, flooring. We haven't bothered putting any flooring in whatsoever around here, but we need to resolverate that, and we need to pretty much get reception and everywhere else up and running. So we'll do the standard flooring around here, and it's going to be pretty much the one I always go with, which is the concrete tiles. I prefer the concrete tiles over pretty much anything else, for walkways at least anyway, and for some of the rooms. Obviously, we will be changing a couple of these for different places, but for the walkways and things like security and such, I think it's not bad. So things like visitation, we do want, I don't know, what do we want in there? Well, we want metal flooring here for a start off. There you go. And we want white tiles in here. My favourite tiles is the ceramic tiles, but don't tell the other tiles, they'll get jealous. So I'll just place all of these in here, and this should be the white tiles, like so. And then there's the concrete tiles. In terms of the kick-off, it's got 9 hours until it really boots off, apparently. I just need to go to deployment here, check that we have got guards. Yes, we have got guards in here, as you can see, so that's fine. No problems there at all. Another notebook page. Close all that down. Got most of them now, but we'll get them all in the end. I was going to finish this episode, this prison off in this episode, but I don't think it's going to be the case. I just think that with the amount of work we have to do in terms of the flooring and other things, it's probably not going to be done. But is that something you really want to watch? I mean, is me going through the flooring going to be something you want to see? Although we haven't done a look back at the thing and go through the good and bad points, so maybe I'll stretch to another episode where I put the flooring in, mention about all of the changes that I would make, and then we'll go through for expansion and such if we do go that way. But for now, I think we will leave it there. As you can see, the flooring is getting put in, which is suboptimal when it comes to placing flooring underneath the bench while you're trying to eat your soup and such, and some workmen's there just laying some tiles. But yeah, we need to put in all the flooring, and then we'll do a bit of a rundown and see how this goes. And also, we'll get to see what happens when this demand gets to 0. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.